So we're back to spring. Not too much got damaged by the really cold weather, just some buckwheat, which I reseeded today. I've brought out the tomatoes and peppers and eggplant and have them under a little cover here. These tomatoes are determinate, so I put them here with these others, and these guys are indeterminate, and we've got a couple of kinds of cherry and a prairie fire, that's these guys right here, who they've been struggling a little bit, but anyway, and those are black strawberry, and the ones along the end there are black cherry. They've been repotted, so I took off the bottom leaves and put them down low. I've got poppies coming up in here, and apparently some grass too. We don't need those in there, do we? No. Some horseradish coming back. All the daylilies are coming back out here. Avery's like sitting on poppy seedlings. It's a little chamomile that I transplanted. It was growing more out on the border there. So, and there's a little parsley that overwintered. Got some other like daffodils and tulips there. I can't see a lot of what's coming up in here. That's the right here. It's the St. John's wort, which will be coming back. Let's see what's over here. So the beets and the little carrots and radishes are coming up in here, and there's different kinds of greens coming up in here, which are probably like super difficult to see because they're so small. Mugwort's coming back here. There's more of the daylilies there. Yarrow. I got some cheap little wormwood that was a buck because it was like not doing well, but that's cool. I replaced my other wormwood that was in here, which is good. There's a bunch of valerian. Well, this is my marshmallow, which will probably be putting out shoots in not too long. But there's a lot of little valerian through here. Wherever I put these little sticks, that's, can't see because of my shadow. That's valerian. So I've got a bunch of those coming up. There's different comfrey in here, and feverfew and tansy. Some deer ate the top of one of my delphiniums here, so I got to spray those tonight. And these little guys that I had dug up from around the dogwood that was taken out, I put a bunch of them in here, and I put them in late, but they're still blooming. I mean, I put them in like beginning of the year. The big rhubarb is coming up. The blackberries, blackberry jumble here is starting to sprout. Motherwort patch, wow, is always coming back. Bearded iris there. Sweet peas have not come up yet at the trellises. Sage will be coming back. I think this time is so alive, so I think it will come back, but I did plant a new one there. And here's oregano, which usually comes back pretty strong every year, so we'll see. All the raspberries through here are leafing out, and I need to get some cages around them or something to that effect. I put some coriander seeds around here. This is where the tomatoes are going to go. There's some arugula around there. That's where the cucumbers are going to go. Where'd you go, Avery? I put some more radishes in here. This is probably going to be summer squash. Avery! Hey! Avery! Avery! She's finding things in the leaves. Hey! Come here! Avery! She's such a stinker. This also was some French sorrel that I got for really cheap. They were $1 a plant. And here's the blood sorrel coming back there. There's poppies coming up through there. I put some collard seeds in here, but the kale and there's kale and what else did I put in here? Kale and mustard are coming up along here, and I covered them with the frost cloth. And today along here I just put in something called rat-tail radish that is grown for the edible pods rather than the roots. So I have those all along there. They're an experiment. Some more daylilies in there. There's poppies in there. Reseeded some buckwheat. And poppies coming up in here, as well as I believe I put some calendula seed in here. And these are the new rhubarb. In here I saw, yeah, there's another one. So all 3 of those are up. I put garden peas right along here. Haven't come up yet, they take a while. And here's all the strawberries I planted. So they're looking okay. I covered them up when it was really cold. I'm not sure it was necessary. The fruit trees they're taking their time coming up, and that's fine. They're looking like the buds are starting to swell a little bit. And I put some, it's called Cardinal Climber. It's a type of morning glory, although it doesn't exactly look like a morning glory, but it's in the family, to go up this post. Avery, let's go out back. Come on, come with me, come on. And so I had planted the sweetgrass there, and after thinking about it and getting a comment from another friend, from Heather, I decided to put it in pots. I didn't really want that part of the garden to be overrun with sweetgrass, and it is a grass, so I decided to move it over here and put it in these 2 big pots, so we'll see how it does there. We've got some gooseberry coming back there, motherwort along here, lots of lunaria everywhere. Avery, come on. The little climbing roses never really went completely dormant. And there's the nettles. Avery, come. Hey, what do you think you're seeing there? And then I have some different, sorry about that, some different, boy, I'm not used to handling this camera. Some other flower seedlings in there. I think I've got calendula and safflower and some marigolds. And I did notice, the mulberry. Sorry with my fingers, silly me. Mulberry's leafing out. You're gonna have a hard time seeing it just because of, there we go. Mulberry's leafing out. And the pawpaw has got little brown leaves, little tiny brown leaves starting to come out here. These ones, want to focus here, hard for it to focus. Those ones, and then I noticed on here as well. And I think the other buds along here are swelling. Sounds like there's some pileated woodpeckers around, but I haven't been able to spot them. And what else? There's the Hellebore. My bloodroot roots aren't coming up yet. I didn't really expect them to yet. Yeah, this is just kind of status quo back here. Nothing eventful. Lots of daylily coming up. These haven't bloomed yet. I hope these bloom this year. My wood pile. Now that I probably won't need it anymore, but I purposely got it to have for next winter or next cold season. This is the little American persimmon, which I just don't know. I just don't know. And then I've got these haskap back here. Oh, gotta remember to close my gate. I let Avery out earlier and I hadn't closed this gate. I was looking for her, I didn't see her. She was sitting in front. She was just sitting in front looking for critters. Here's the haskap coming back here. That little one there. And of course this blueberry that I didn't do anything with. Next winter I think I'm going to take cuttings from this, because it always sets a lot of fruit, but they just don't ripen. And then because of the shade back here, and I tried to dig it up and I just couldn't get it out. It was just proved too hard. So I think I'll take some cuttings from this one next year. Oh yes, and there's another blackberry back here that I'm just weaving onto this one trellis right there. These are grapes that don't usually do anything, but that's okay. But I did notice that the bleeding heart are starting to come back. They're always fun back here. And I got all this trimmed along here. There's still some stuff I need to take out, but I think that's it. I think that's it for this mid-March garden tour.